ride the wild horse. I know for me, when I first started, this was a dubious posture for me. I struggled with it. It did not feel good. Didn't understand it. When people said, oh, it's the best, it feels so good. It did not feel good for me. I felt all squished and squeezed and out of breath and pressure in my head and my face. It was not my favorite. Now I really, I love it. And I think his pictures, I'm going to come up a little bit closer so you can see them, will maybe help inform your understanding of it. So, one, I talked about, obviously, as you continue training, you'll get the breath capacity that may not be there when you're first starting out. But two, relaxation is, well, with all of these postures, relaxation is paramount. It is the key. Alignment and relaxation are how you get in and out of these postures successfully and make improvements. This one is no different. So I'm going to do it from the side. You can do it with me or you can just watch. For me, the middle stance is the most comfortable for me, I guess. All right, so I've got my knees rounded. I've got my tuck. I keep my tuck. See, I'm not here. I'm here. So from here, I inhale. Exhale. I start to tip. And as I tip, I keep my tuck. And I'm shifting weight to my heels so that I don't rock forward and lose my tuck and lose my balance. So I'm staying rooted and connected through my feet and legs. And I reach. When I feel like I can't go anymore without my toes tipping, then I shift the weight back and I start to sit down. Sit back. So it's not this. I'm not like in a ski jump position. It's a sinking with your legs more than a bending over. So it's an accordion fold kind of idea. So because it feels like you're gonna kind of here and then I bend my legs and then I come back up. That's not quite right. It is, I'm here, I reach and I tip, I shift my weight, and then I sink with my legs more than bend with my upper body. Hopefully you can see the distinction. And then I push off with my legs to start the coming up. Hopefully you saw the difference there. And the reason why I wanted to say that distinction is because if you look at his picture, his end posture here is a little bit different. Notice he's sitting down more than he's leaning forward. And that was a fundamental shift to me. Now, he does his a little bit differently than how we teach it here at the school, but it's always been important to me to understand his alignment because the tendency is to want to bend over and then bend your knees. And it's more of a reach, it's a proportional, here I'm shifting and I'm shifting and I'm shifting and I'm shifting. Like it's a constant push-pull between how forward I am and how back I am, and how tall I am and how small I'm going, how low I'm going. Hopefully that makes sense. An advanced concept with Ride the Wild Horse is to let your breath, that inhale, exhale, start those movements, okay? What I mean by that is, so inhale, I'm pushing off through my feet, inhale, which gets me here. And then I don't start this movement until I've exhaled, which deflates this part of my body, which is what starts the sink and the lean. Does that make sense? That's out there. That's advanced. But again, it's taking it out of mechanical muscle instruction and putting it more into body connectedness, which is what we're going for. So I'm inhaling. My exhale is what softens me enough to start this movement. And then I continue deflating, basically, until I get down. Then, when I'm down here, I don't just start to come up and then inhale. The inhale, see how that happens? That inhale starts the inflating, and that generates the start of the movement to come up. Did you see that? So I'm here, and I exhale. That's what starts the folding. I let the pressure out. And then here, I inhale. See, if I'm breathing, you can see my position changing based on my air. So as I start to inhale, that is what informs when I start to come up. Hopefully you saw that. Hopefully that flipped off some light bulbs a little bit. All of this is a lot to think about. And in terms of your range of motion, where you are in your training, will be different from anybody else in class. One benefit of being at home is you don't have the tendency to want to compare yourself to the other people in the room. I know I struggled with that when I was learning these postures. Like, well, they're doing it that way, and I can't do it. So you don't have that right now. So you get to explore what is right for your body. So things to remember in that. Don't let your feet shift. What I mean by shift is they should stay here. If they start to want to do this, or they start to want to, heels come off or toes come off or roll around, that's too much. So back off of that. You want to keep all these pieces in play. Your head suspended. Even though I'm leaning forward, I'm not craning my neck. I'm not shrugging with my shoulder. I'm still neutral throughout, right? Got my chest concave. Got my tuck. I've got my rounded out knees. I keep that. I don't let the knees collapse in as I come down. I don't let my heels want to come up. Or I'll find sometimes if I've overdone it or I push it, I'll look and I've lost that alignment with my toes. And my toes are now sticking out. I'm like, that was too much today. So I make that correction. So there's some things to pay attention to. So your ability to go up or as far down will be dictated on your ability to keep this alignment. As you continue training, this will probably increase for you. And the way you get the increased mobility is by relaxing, letting your breath do the work, not leaning and squatting, but thinking of sinking and folding. So hopefully I've given you some things to think about with Ride the Wild Horse. And with that, let's just, we've got about 3 minutes left in Black Sash training. You can go on your own pace, you can follow me. I'm going to do one Ride the Wild Horse of each posture. So I'm going to do middle, small, and large. And let's see. I'm going to go from the side, so that if that's helpful for you, you can kind of watch my alignment. If you want to just kind of focus on what you're doing, that's totally fine too. So I'll do, like I said, small, middle, large, and then we'll bow out. It's a lot that I just said, so, pick one, pick two. You don't have to do them all. I would say for beginners, think about not leaning too far and sinking. If you're more intermediate advanced, you can start to think about that breath generating your movement. But pick fielder's choice. Do whatever you like. And begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Small stance. Inhale. Exhale. Large stance. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. feel? Should you get anything different from that? Let us know. I love this posture now. It helps open my back, it opens my hips, it opens my lungs even a little bit. It's a good stretch when I'm feeling stuck. I spent some time making a bunch of masks over the last over the last month or so, and standing at my ironing board and all this stuff, my back was really locked up, and this was my go-to to unkink my back. So hopefully it will be of service to you as well. So with that, let's go ahead and bow out of our Black Sash training. We're still on the life skill of the leopard, focused mind. So, path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles. Path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles.